Welcome back for another video with Fiat Destroyer. So glad you're joining me today. If you're new to the channel, please stick around and check out some videos of gold and silver that I have going on. I've got a lot of videos about gold recently because I'm in the middle of a 100 pieces of gold challenge where I am trying to stack 100 pieces of gold. And it's definitely a challenge for me. However, this video is not about gold at all. This is actually a video that stems back quite a while, quite a few months, back to March, April, May, sort of that time frame. And what you see before you are a lot of slabs. And maybe you can't really tell, but I'm saying a lot of slabs, okay? A lot of slabs. Alright, that's just one of the stacks here. And now I got that all messed up because these kind of lock together. Let's see here. So anyway guys, as you can see, a lot of these are mercury dimes, and right up top here this one stands out because it is not a mercury dime, it's a steel penny, but we'll get into that. And then back here we've got some more interesting things, but as a quick explanation of what this really is all about, we saw the spot price drop like crazy back in March, and then the premiums went through the roof, and it quickly became quite difficult to find deals and to purchase silver at prices that we were accustomed to. So after a while, I can't really take not buying silver anymore, so I kind of looked into investing in the numismatic side of things and still adding a little bit of silver to this stack. Now, in retrospect, I kind of wish I would have stayed stacking a little bit more normally through that whole time, but that's just one of the lessons that you have to learn as you go along. So I'm going to show you today some of the unusual things that I've picked up, and also talk a little bit about these slabs because they are mainly about one thing only. Now, let's get this one out of the way because it's the odd one out, and this one here is an MS65 by NGC, which is the Numismatic Grading Corporation, and it's a 1943D steel war penny. And I have a little bit of a collection going of mint state 65 or whatever coinage of different denominations. Now, that aside, the rest of everything here, as far as I can remember, is all mercury dimes. That's right, all mercury dimes. And what you will find is probably everything is going to be one of three grades that I can remember that I was picking up. So for example, we have this 1944S mint state 65 by PCGS, and I believe most to all of these are PCGS. Mercury dime, or winged liberty as it is perhaps more widely known, or maybe less widely known. But take a look at the just brilliant blast white condition, and it's just super gorgeous. And basically, yeah, I just watched for the opportunity to pick these up on eBay and added them to my investment portfolio, I guess I'll call it. It's not really stacking at all, but these higher graded mercury dimes do command quite a bit of premium, and if you go above the grades that I have here, their values quickly go through the roof. Of course, that depends on the year and mint of the coin. That stuff matters for everything, as we all know. And there are in here a few toners. Now there's another oddball. Oh, and another one. So we'll have to look through here a little bit and check those out. And these are a little bit dusty because they've been sitting around waiting for me to make this video. But here's another grade. Now this is also mint state 65, but you see the letters FB there with the grade, and that means full bands. A little bit more rare, a little bit more hard to come by than just plain mint state 65. And then beyond that, I also have some mint state 66. So that's another grade higher yet. And I'm not sure if I managed to pick up any mint state 66 full bands. I cannot remember. I think those might have been going for significantly more. But as you can see, I didn't necessarily corner the market here, else these would be really expensive coins to only have this many to corner the market. But I did get this amount and hope to be able to flip them in the future. Every once in a while I do check in the prices, and they seem to be a little higher. Maybe on average $5 to $10, or sometimes a little more higher than what I was picking them up for. But that's just, you know, I don't necessarily going to make a judgment based off of that. So yeah, we've got a couple other oddballs, so let's look at those. And I'm just going to look here more quickly. No need to take a look at all of these. See, these are all MS65s right here, and they're all 1945Ds. So probably came out of a roll, an uncirculated roll that somebody had. Alright guys, I've got the Mercury Diamond sitting a little bit more out of frame here. So let's take a look at the other things that caught my attention, and we'll see what they are. This is an Apollo 11 50th anniversary. We probably remember this from last year, and it is graded MS69, so a bit of a not perfect grade right there, but they do still command a lot of attention. And let's just bring this in and see some of the detail, just the gorgeous brilliancy and ingenuity in the design there. Of course, there are a lot of enthusiasts with the space program and everything, so this is definitely a popular item. And I can't remember, yeah, here we go. There's, yeah, the same mint and everything. This is an MS70, and you can see this slab has this sort of moon rock texture going on, so that's pretty cool. And I'm quite positive, I would have to check again, but last time I did check, these were going for quite a bit more than what I paid for this one. So that's pretty neat, and nice to have this in the moon slab like that. That's pretty cool. Alright, so let's see what else we got here. This was probably just a random auction that I bid on and happened to win an MS64 1967 $half. So excuse me. Doesn't look like anything too unusual from what you might find in just picking up 40% $half from people, but I don't know. I'm not a professional grader. It does look really, really nice, so it maybe is a little bit better than what you would normally find. However, it doesn't look quite completely perfect, and I don't know that this has a lot of value, but it is kind of cool to have you know, a graded silver $half like that. And then this here would probably be, I'm guessing it's a coin, and this is a commemorative $half. A pretty cool design, I thought. I wanted to just get a closer look at it, and I thought it was pretty neat, with the little eaglets there in the nest, coming out of the, probably just hatching from the shell. It's good. We've got an egg right there. Kind of neat to see an eagle egg on a coin. And then here we got a nice portrait of an eagle there on, I'm guessing this is the obverse now, but you know, it says Challenger. So yeah, that's kind of a neat one there. So that's going to do all this slab. So let's get into some of this other stuff going on, and maybe I'll just pop some of these out of the flips here. This is a vintage art bar of some type. I'm not sure just how vintage, but there we go. Just a stagecoach scene there, kind of popular with some collectors, and it is made by the Silvertown Mint. So a neat little bar of silver right there. I don't think I paid a whole lot for that, but thought it might be interesting just to have that in the collection and possibly flip it down the road. And then it looks like we've got here, I had actually forgot about this, but as you can see, it's a silver eagle, but take a closer look at the date. That's right, 1996, which is the key date of the bullion coin. Now I can see this one's definitely been around the bush some. It's scuffed up and it's toned and all that, but it is still in 1996, and it's going to have a premium because of that. So I just like to pick them up now. And every now and then, actually I might only have two, I'm not sure. Alright guys, I picked up this because there were a number of rounds going off like this, and they were freedom of various things. This one happens to be freedom of religion, which is a really valuable thing. And yes, okay, this is in 3/9 fine silver. Definitely an interesting piece right there. Johnson Matthey freedom of religion round. Okay, let's get into the next one. So this is a Somalian elephant. Bring that in for you guys. Looks like it's in beautiful condition. Hopefully not face revealing myself there. And it is in 4/9 fine silver, so I always like to point that out. Not that I really care that much, but it is kind of cool to see the 4/9 fine every now and then. And then we've got the, oops, here we go, we've got the regular reverse of the Somalian coin. It does look like we've got some milk spotting on the reverse, so that is unfortunate. I believe you can get the milk spotting off if you try hard enough, but it's a little risky. And as you can see, it is a 2016 coin. So that's kind of neat, a bit of a better bullion piece. Alright guys, next up we've got a set of 3 Libertas, and looks like we've got 1985 and 1985. That one is actually even more, look how just brilliant and flashy that one is. So nothing too extremely rare, but it's just kind of a better coin to have in the collection or the stack to flip down the road. And then we've got a 1986 right there, and I'll just give you a little bit of a better look at these coins in case you are seeing these for the first time and you don't know what they look like. Just kind of a mythical creature there with the wings and everything, but it's kind of neat when a coin does something like this so well, where they've got a landscape in the background and then the subject matter of the coin is up close, and it just all fits together pretty well. And oftentimes it seems like when they try that, it doesn't work out so well. And then we've got this really neat kind of feature here really near the rim of the coin, and that's also a nice addition to the coin's design. Alright, so moving on, we've got a few more things to look at here. And this here, I'm trying to remember now. Okay, yes, this is definitely a Thai coin. So I'll give you a look at that. And I don't think this is silver, but this is an older coin, and it is in very, very nice condition. So it definitely has some significant value. Now, of course, most to all of you are looking at this right now have no idea what any of these things say, and I myself actually would have a tough time too. However, I have spent about a year in Thailand, and I can, or at least was able to speak some Thai. Definitely an interesting and challenging language to learn. I did not learn to read it very well at all. If I studied this well enough, I could probably figure out the date right here, but I'm not going to take the time for that right now. But I wanted to get that as a cool thing for myself. And now here, guys, is a beautifully toned 50 franc French coin. You may have seen these, and I'll give you a look at the obverse because that's kind of the side that catches attention. For this particular coin, it's a big one, pretty big piece. I think it contains somewhere around between 20 and 30 grams of silver, so maybe around 3/4 of an ounce. I'm not sure exactly how much silver, but a decent amount of silver in that coin. And then we've got 2 more coins here, and it looks like they are both Noah's Ark, and I'm a huge fan of the Noah's Ark coin. I'll give you a look at that right there. If you haven't gotten one of these, I do recommend them. They are just absolutely beautiful. As you can see, it says Noah's Ark, and it's just really, really brilliant. Very a lot of detail, a lot of security features kind of going on there. And then the reverse, of course, I love this coat of arms thing going on. And I can't read this script. It is from the Republic of Armenia, which is the current country of the site of where Noah's Ark would have landed way back. Let's see, probably around, just going to roughly guess, in the neighborhood of 3000 BC is when that would have taken place. And we have a face value of 500 grams. So yeah, beautiful coin, and I added 2 of them to the stack right there. Alright guys, so that does it for this video. Just an interesting assortment of things going on here, and then of course the whole speculation with the slabbage stuff going on. So quite a few slabs. I don't think I need too many more of those as far as these mercury dimes are concerned. But let me know what you guys think about all of this, and if any of you are interested in having one of these for your collection, feel free to send me an email, and I would definitely pass one of these along to you. I would just, basically want to cover my cost on the shipping, and I'd be happy to share these with my friends that way. So yeah, that pretty much does it. Let me know what you guys think about all of this, if there's anything that catches your eye. Love hearing your comments and reading them, responding to them every single video. So feel free to talk to me about any of the things going on here. And also curious to know what you guys were doing back in that March, April, May time frame when silver prices were high. Not really, the premiums were still high. I know later on, June, July, the premiums came down. We were able to stack a little more. But what were you doing during that time frame? Were you getting any collectibles like this, or like, how did you cope as an addicted stacker with not being able to stack at normal prices? Alright, so that's it, guys. Remember to keep on stacking the silver and destroy the fiat one way or another. That's it for today. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.